A young woman from Beaver Creek was on the front lines of preparing for the coronavirus outbreak. 2 News' Hutch Connerman brings us the story of the medical student who recently returned from the CDC.
Rinki Goswami just completed a rotation at the Center for Disease Control. The 4th-year medical student at Wright State was originally assigned to the Division of Blood Disorders, but upon her arrival in January, her duties quickly changed.
This whole virus situation ramped up and they recruited us to work at the Emergency Operations Center. So I got to work on 2 different task forces. The first one was the Persons Under Investigation Task Force, where we worked with American patients and the state and local public health labs about getting patients tested, and the very first wave. And then after that, I moved on to the International Task Force. International travel means international spread. So a virus in China isn't going to stay a virus in China. Right after I got there, the Emergency Operations Center activated. So they were actually ramping up the response before we even had our first case in the United States. So by getting all these guidelines in place, having the communications open, by communicating with our state and local labs as well as health departments, we were ready to go, and these guidelines were in place as soon as we needed them to be.
Goswami believes there could be a silver lining that comes out of this national crisis.
We're going to be facing a healthcare shortage in a couple of years, especially at the physician level. Nurses, respiratory therapists, the techs that work and do all the other testing are absolutely critical to the healthcare system. So I think this is a great way to inspire people that they can see how essential they are to the existence of our country. But I think it's absolutely essential that we get more people interested, especially at the front lines of healthcare.
Rinki Goswami returned home from the CDC's Atlanta headquarters just last week. Hutch Connerman, 2 News, working for you.